Justin Bergman getting us underway. 40 minutes on the match clock. Race to 7 racks. And we are up and running. And we're up and running with a dry break. Well, now, when these two, we talked about it when we were out in the arena, when these two played in the shootout, Payne got off to a brilliant start and got pegged back and ended up going behind, had to win a rack with a couple of minutes to go, and he cleared up and left 2 seconds on the clock. He could have run it all the way out and not let Justin have a chance for a golden break. He left 2 seconds. Justin made the golden break, stole the win, went on to make the final, lost out to Tom Cousins. No golden breaks and ducks in play here, but it was one of the most dramatic moments we have seen in the first 8 months of Ultimate Pool USA. And they're going to lock horns again here.
Extension call.
Really good look here for Payne, and he started so brightly in the shootout against him as well. He wants to do the same here and then go on and see it all the way through. But it's going to be a challenge. And Justin's arguably favourite for the tournament, or certainly between Justin and Tom, they're the two standouts. Stephen White is slightly delayed in joining me from commentary. Don't worry, he's here. He's just going off and sorting the drinks for us, so
absolutely.
We're all good.
Well, you know, I got to go back on this, just what you were saying right there. You know, Payne had the advantage almost all the way through the match with Justin last time, so a little different circumstances here with the extra game and the extra 10 minutes, but again, like we said before, anything can happen this weekend, and everything has. And this looks to be a great start for Payne McBride.
Yeah, 8 ball to complete the run out, and to complete the run out off the Justin break as well. Wow. Wow. Can you believe it?
So on that shot, it seemed like he kind of stalled for just a second. And I don't know what caught him or what made him stall, but
it's one of those misses that when it happens, this could knock you for the rest of the match. You could fly home here and still be thinking about a miss like that. That is it's going to be a tough one to take. He's going to need an opportunity to respond to that pretty quickly, otherwise this one could hurt for a while. But obviously Justin's got a great chance just to run out and punish him straight away. It'd be a major surprise not to see that, and it would put a lot of weight onto Payne's next break if he does that. I know it would only be 1-0, but it's just, that was one of those.
Yeah, the term is that pool players have to have a short memory. If they don't, it's really, really tough to get over a shot like that where you know you're a 95% favorite to make it, maybe even higher, and just didn't happen. But Justin's doing what he's supposed to do and absolutely punishing Payne for that mistake. And I feel a little for Payne because he's got to sit here and watch Justin run these balls out that he's, pretty much guaranteed to run out. Sometimes as a pool player you want to just be like, okay, that's good, let's get on to the next rack, but can't do that. Justin just taking his time here. Actually taking the 15 rather than the 14 here, which on paper looks a little funny, but I really think he just wants to not have to worry about the slight angle he had on the 14. Very unfortunate miss there from Payne. One that he knows he should have taken down. Wasn't meant to be. Justin Bergman takes rack number 1 in this race to 7. Yeah, absolutely.
And also, the psychology of the game, psychology of sport fascinates me. Let's say, for example, that mistake happens the other way around. Justin Bergman misses that ball in the opening rack. He finds him 1-0 down. He doesn't. Obviously, it's going to be major damage for him. But he's so experienced, he's so comfortable and so confident with what he's doing out there. He can kind of just laugh off and go, I got one wrong. Let's move on. My worry is when an underdog does it, and a youngster coming through like Payne is that he knows he's playing one of the best players around. And you immediately go into the match feeling like you almost need to play perfect, which is never a good thought process going in. You just need to play.
Well, we talked about a big moment, and Justin just had a big moment. This rack is messy as it is, but that time foul could be huge.
Yeah, I just finished what I was going to say, but yeah, that was a massive mistake from Justin. Cue ball in hand for Payne here. But yeah, no, I just think it can hurt more because you're starting on such a downer and you haven't got the experience to kind of just, to deal with it. Yeah, but let's see. He's got an opportunity here to erase what's happened.
Yeah, and this is the perfect opportunity for him to forget anything about that first rack. He's kind of ended up in a weird spot here. I think he needs to take the 3 ball. A little worried about what's going to happen with the cue ball and even the 6 ball here. Okay, it came out okay. The 2 ball still needs a good shot put on it, but he set himself up for it. Simon, do you take the 6 and then the 2?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, the 2's the ball, isn't it? And I think you have to get rid of it sooner rather than later. Don't think he's got a great angle to get nicely behind it.
Yeah, I think at the best he can do a little bump. He couldn't do the
no,
bump.
he was off the wrong way, which if you could have done, if you could have just fallen into the strike, then absolutely. The problem was with the breakout, he just feathered it, didn't he? And if he gets cushion first, then into it, it's popped over much more into the middle of the table, and he's got options then.
Yeah, so I would have preferred to shoot the 3 and leave myself a little bit better angle for that breakout, but no, and he's not taking the 2 ball now. I think this is detrimental to this run out. I know it's not the best shot, but I think it's very important. Oh, wow. Now that was a phenomenal shot. Maybe a little fortunate with a good kiss, but he got there, and that's what matters. Very important shot here. And he got the shot right, and he got the cue ball right, I believe.
think he's maybe come down just a shade more than he would have liked. If he stops a couple of rolls short of where he has, you could potentially play a little bump on the strike below the 8 just to give him more of a window. But I think the 8 goes comfortably enough. I don't think he needs to worry, but he's going to have to go right side of the 4.
Yeah, just roll through. He's just past straight, so all he's really got to do is just tap this ball, keep the cue ball centered in the table right there.
The only thing for me is that the 8 ball in the opening frame was so jarring that
taking on a tougher shot.
Yeah, if he's not right behind this, slightly edgy into the centre pockets.
Well, we'll see how short his memory is. He might.
Oh dear.
He's got it wrong. And I feel like he was trying to really make something happen there, and it just wasn't possible. Our referee going to be right on top of this one because it's going to move fast. Definitely a good hit, I believe.
Yeah,
and the 8 ball is in a weird spot here.
Back-to-back racks that he should have got out.
And Justin's just going to play safe. Did he leave a gap? I think Payne can see this 8 ball. And in a crazy world, he can cut it towards the 10. And he just might get a good clip off the 10 into the corner.
Giving it a ride. Giving it a ride, but no luck there.
Well, actually, I'm not sure, but he may have come out okay. He might have hooked Justin on this 13 ball. I can't tell if the point has got him hooked or not.
I think he's okay. It's not comfortable, but I think he'd take it.
Well, Justin's eyeing it up, so obviously it does go. And that will start a pretty simple run here for Justin. Missed opportunity there from Payne.
All too easy, really, for Justin. Iraqi was always going to win after the mistake from Payne, and very similar to the opening rack. Only difference is Justin made an error at the start of this one, which it almost trebles the pain for Payne.
Yeah, just a unfortunate situation for Payne McBride, but he is an absolute monster on the pool table, and I expect him to go pretty deep.
We'll keep an eye on that. All the scores are available on Ultimate Pool USA's website,
including the juniors and the ladies.
Juniors, ladies, mixed, open, everything. They are in a bracket form, but not in a bracket form as you all know and love. You can see it through, but it's sort of set up to work on a phone. So he's available.
I had a quick chat with Sophia Mass this morning. If you're wanting to keep track of her match, it'll be on at 12:30. You can watch that bracket and see how she's doing. She is out of the juniors, unfortunately, but she is still moving towards that title in the ladies' event.
Yeah, having to do it the hard way. Giving up first matches in the juniors and the women's. So starting on the second life.
This is not the best not the best outcome here for this shot. Justin's going to have a interesting play here with where that 2-ball is. Did he get the angle to break it out here? He did. But in this situation, Simon, do you feel like going into the 11 or going into the 2 is a better play? It's such a tough angle to try and squeeze in, hit just the 2. I feel like bumping the 11. Oh, he's going to bank it. Well, there's a shot. He didn't do himself any favors on the 3-ball. Should be okay, though. 7-ball gives him a decent opportunity at a cut shot on the 3. Must have not liked the breakout angle on the 2-ball. Encouraged him to go for the bank instead.
Well, Justin hasn't exactly started in electric fashion today, has he? A little bit of a slow start, late finish late last night, slow start this morning.
Yeah, that was interesting there. His timing was very, very quick, and almost like he was maybe a little annoyed that he put himself in that position. You could definitely tell that was not the smooth stroke Justin Bergman that we've seen. Absolute opportunity for Payne McBride to come in and get on the board here. And the time has dwindled down quite a bit. We're just over the 20-minute mark remaining in this match. And if Payne were to win this rack and go on and win the next one, we could be looking at a 2-2 situation with around 18, maybe 15 minutes left.
Just perfect shape this time. There's really nothing you can go wrong, but just because of what's happened in the opening 2 racks, Payne won't feel secure until he's over the line here.
And the pressure that Payne's got to be feeling, of course he's been in this arena several times now, but the pressure he's got to be feeling, I feel like it's going to help him get through the end of this rack. You know, even just getting down on this 8-ball, it's straight, it's an easy shot. I feel like he'll have that little bit of pressure on his chest there as he gets down on it. And he's on the board. A good win there and a very uncharacteristic miss from Justin Bergman.
Solid break that. Really clean hit. Work though.
Yeah, it's not the easiest run out he's ever had, but with that being said, we've seen Payne make some amazing outs. If you go back and watch the very first rack of their shootout match, Payne made one of the best outs I've ever seen. So we know he has the ability to do it.
Extension call.
He's just got to set himself up for success in these first opening shots. so he can make the breakout that he needs to make.
First one, you can take where the cue ball goes. The second one, sheet ball.
It's not the one he wanted. It's okay. It's a little bit of a breakout on the 9. Probably playing the gap of the solid in the stripe above rather than that 9. But
you know what I like here? I like taking the 15 in the side and giving myself an opportunity to bump the 13 out off the 9 ball. Just draw back into the rail and bump the 13 out. If you hide yourself from it, you may still have a shot on the 11 or the 10. This is perfect.
do you think he's got too much angle?
I think he's got just enough to be able to yank that ball back and touch it. The question is, will he have a shot afterwards? And that's something that only Payne can figure out. Clean draw stroke here. Nice bump. And it's not the best shot, but he does have a shot on the 11. Just give him something.
That'll do. He can work with that. And that's a couple of excellent shots to now get into a position to be able to make the finish.
Yeah, some very, very really, really good shots by Payne McBride there.
Credit to him as well. I'm not giving the rack before he's got it, but the fact that he's, he's been given a little bit of help from Justin, but he's dealt with bad errors, really bad errors for his level in the opening 2 racks, and he's 3 balls away from being 2-2. Just okay. Just okay.
Well, I really like what I've seen here in this rack from Payne. He has a nickname. It is Major Payne, and to me that the thought of that is the word is discipline, and he showed a lot of discipline in this rack. Now just one more shot to make it to tie it up. Just needs to settle in. Perfect.
Very good.
Player we saw in the shootout, Chris Mitchell, moving on easily 7-1 against his opponent, Jamie Martin.
And we'll play Tom Cousins.
That will be an interesting one. Chris feels like he has all the ability in the world to win this event, and he'll get an opportunity to show it soon. Meanwhile, the iceberg, Justin Bergman, at the table with a pretty clean run out here.
Yeah, nice layout at the right time here for Justin, just to reset. Didn't do too much to go 2-0 up. Kind of very sluggish start to the match for Justin.
And Justin will be the first one to tell you he's not a huge fan of playing early in the morning. It's not his ideal time of day, but anytime you're in a tournament like this and you're winning, you're probably playing early on Sunday morning to go for the gold.
Extension call.
starting to get a few more people around the arena. I just saw Hayden Ernst walk in and grab a seat to watch his buddy Payne McBride play. Just lost out to Tom Cousins, but he's got a few moral victories this weekend. He's played pretty well.
I'm assuming he's still going in the juniors. I haven't checked out the draw sheet.
Yeah, I believe so. Got some of those juniors matches starting up pretty soon. I think there's a round at 12 or 12:30. UltimatePoolUSA.com will tell you in that bracket who is left. I'll see if we can get it run down here in a minute. Perfect.
Yeah, good run out from Justin, just what he needed, just at that time.
The Houston, Texas area, Shane Petrick. He's been to the last 3 events that we've had, and he is begging for an opportunity to make it into his final so he can show what he can do, as well as all of the other juniors are. And the break here from Payne at the table, and it's not the easiest run out. He would have liked a real cut and dry stop shot run, but smooth stroke there. I really like this, attacking the top balls first. The 6 and the 4 are pretty straightforward, and it looks messy, but really the solids play well. I like that. I really do. He saw something he didn't like, and he stood up. He called his extension a reset. That is so important.
Dave Matlock, please. Sam Henderson, top table.
That sounds like one of our youngest competitors is getting ready to play one of our older competitors. Maybe a Sam Henderson, Dave Matlock match coming up.
It's on the TV table next, yeah. Sam Henderson just getting victory in the last 32, in the last few minutes. We're also going to see Chris Mitchell and Tom Cousins. That's the next 2 matches here on the main feature table.
That's I know where I'm going to be sitting for the next 2 games. Oh, that's a great shot there. Got a little fortunate that the 11 ball went in the hole as well, but nonetheless, he played it well. This is kind of a weird spot. So he's almost straight on the 7, and gut instinct tells you to play the 7 ball first.
Yeah, I would.
You got to make sure you get your cue ball in a good position for the 5.
I'd be tempted to, depending on the angle. If he can just draw it back, then that's the shot. But if he doesn't have that, he was able to. The risk was that he was going a little bit too close to the 5.
Yeah, that was not an easy shot to perform, especially under the pressure that he's under. Looking to tie it up once again. Just needs to make a clean shot on this 5 ball. Opted for the corner over the side pocket, didn't want to bump the 10, and he set himself up very well on the 8 ball. there it is, 3-3. Payne McBride is hanging in with Justin Bergman.
Stanченko.
And there you hear the sound effect. We are now on a 15-second shot clock.
Solid team play.
Not much to discuss here. Justin's made this look very easy, and the pace of play with the shot clock coming up is obviously moved very quickly in this rack. Justin Bergman on the 8 ball to go up 4-3 over Major Payne McBride.
Alex Lindemann, Caden Herback, currently 5-4 to Alex. Winner of that will play Jonathan King, who came over Hill against Greg Hogue. Joe Prince got victory over Colin Atkins, and he'll take on Eddie Vonderoo, who beat Brendan McLeod 7-1. Excuse me. So there are your results from the last 32. We're already underway, well underway in the last 16 actually. Shane Thompson's taken the opening rack in the battle of the Thompsons against Cleve.
Huge advantage for Cashin Keaton over Eric Carr. 3-0. Insane. Error on the break there. Unable to make a ball. It's going to send Justin Bergman to the table, and running out quickly in what is absolutely a cut and dry run out. Couldn't have asked for a better lay on the stripes here. Just narrowly avoided a rough spot for that cue ball, but he's going to be okay here.
Yeah, wobbles it in. No problems whatsoever on the 8 though.
And following this 8 ball, it will be Justin's break, so he's going to have an opportunity to go ahead 2-1. Those matches continuing on. Sophia Mast in action over on table 16. And this is an opportunity here that Payne needed. Do you see anything that jumps out at you, Simon?
No, this one just... No, there's, to be fair, when you reanalyze it, there is a couple of issues out there.
I'm surprised he took the stripes there. I feel like the solids were much easier. He may have just
Did he not have a starter? Yeah. I'm not sure. Did he have? I don't think he had an opening ball.
Yeah, I mean, he may have been able to do something with the one ball or the five, but he's actually played this really well.
Yeah, it solves one problem. Still has the 14 to think about.
And under that 15-second shot clock, not much time to dissect the rack.
I suppose there's plenty of room, isn't there, underneath the 14, so not really an issue. 15 still just in a slightly awkward spot.
Oh, look at this. How good did he hit that one?
Yeah, that was pretty special, wasn't it? That was ball in hand perfect. Had to force it 2 rails.
And he set himself up for to be able to play the 9 and then move for the 15.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have to use the 9, so I was expecting him to play from the top right to the 9, but then to get onto the one he's played, he was going to leave the 15 a little bit awkward. But that was excellent. That was a shot that was like the key that opened the door, wasn't it?
Well, I gotta say, Payne, as much as we talk about Justin's patterns, Payne really, when he's on, he really does have an understanding of how to move that cue ball.
Yeah.
Played that so well. Just needs to settle in and make this 8 ball.
I imagine it was in the back of his mind, but that was a very similar level 8 ball to the one he missed in the opening rack.
And the cue ball is in a good spot. There's a ball down, and honestly, barring the 7 ball, which has been a problem all weekend.
But he can deal with a 7 first shot. I think.
So you think it goes past the 8?
I think you just play a little bump into it now. First shot. You are going to be leaving the 4 alone at the bottom, but there is room to get there. Oh, he's hit the gap. Can't you believe it?
Okay, that's okay, because he still has opportunities here to take care of that. And it's not ideal, but the 7 ball does go in the bottom right-hand corner. You would have to be in a really nice spot for the cue ball, but... Oh, what a nice bump that was. Gotta get fortunate here. He's done it. He can see the 7 ball. He can also see the 4 if he couldn't, but it's not going to matter.
If he can see the 4, he should play it, in my opinion.
The side pocket plays big for the 7 if he got down here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he needed to take that ball. But I think he's going to go down table here. Wouldn't be in his benefit.
I think you think you could leave it last ball now. Yeah, just needs to come up short, needs to stop. That's bad. That's bad angle.
I think he can still get around.
If that stops the other side of it on this angle, it makes life so much easier.
He's going to draw this ball.
He's got to juice it up. Oh, and the flick hurts him.
He's got a shot?
He actually got too much on that. Actually got too much juice on it.
And this plays okay. If he can make this ball, the cue ball is just going to come up and down the table, and he'll have a shot on the 8 in the same pocket. If he can see it. Oh, no.
That will be that, you feel. Already 1 rack down. Ball in hand, Justin Bergman. 1:37 left on the clock. Just a case of calm yourself and roll these through. Remember, no golden breaks in play or anything like that, so...
Yeah, and realistically, the rack, the match could end right here. Justin doesn't even have to run these out, really. Just
no,
10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, the match is over, essentially.
But what a immaculate run by Payne there. It's unfortunate that he didn't get a better shot on the 4 because he really worked hard for that. I feel a little rough for him because he's been in contention against Justin Bergman twice now and just got some rough rolls. And Justin seems to be speeding around this table. You don't expect a mistake, but...
Yeah, he is kind of speeding around. He doesn't need to. I mean, essentially the match over, really, as long as he runs the clock down enough here. I was thinking if he missed at any point and left 40 seconds, now we're at 30, there is just about time, but once we get sub 30, it's not available. So all that will happen here is he'll make our referee Darryl rack the balls up for no reason whatsoever.
Well, and you got to hand it to Justin Bergman for hanging in there because he had his back to the wall for a little bit. He did have to hold serve, but it looks like Payne is going to go ahead and concede the match.
He is. He left 1 second on the clock. He's done the right thing in conceding the match. Nobody wanted to see the balls racked up just for a 1 second break, but it was a very enjoyable match.